It's the National Football League presented by Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Gunn here with Charles Davis as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
We go from SoFi Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
On first down, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit. And now in his first season with Los Angeles.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's good.
first down. Stafford here. This one to the left to Higbee. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a first down throw. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's the man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Check.
Here's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And how can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So for this defense, a tall order again trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Finding some room at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next stats. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
Have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Back to throw, Stafford. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, 82 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They may have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men? Maybe even a fourth guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and 2, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Henderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up the 3rd and 2. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Henderson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. Higbee secures it over the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the carry is Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown! Make that now 3 first first half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And the Seahawks first down.
To throw again is Wilson. This complete to Lockett. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down. Henderson, some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Most of their damage through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down now, it's Henderson, and he gets it down to the 32.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a first down throw. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, it's Henderson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Henderson. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Minutes remaining in this first half of football. Stafford on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
They'll try and run. Henderson, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Gay's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down, and he finds Penny. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, and maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Atlanta heading west to take on San Francisco. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, back to Henderson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
First and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On second and goal, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 111 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 38, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down at Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And It's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 79 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Seahawks 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Rams ready to go on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Now Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes, and the Rams add on to their lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
An extra point by Gain is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and he goes out right around the 39.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look at everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
This is Dallas, an inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. To throw is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss running left. This is Penny. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 10. And they'll run it again with Penny. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Penny, the first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Stafford here. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 105 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Penny. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What do you got? What do you got?
Now it's Henderson, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Stafford now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
To throw is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Stafford, he's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gain is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 41, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. Just a 5-yard pickup and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The football going back to the Rams now. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is the team has been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Could just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, Henderson dancing away at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Henderson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. At the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a throw here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Wilson to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Personal foul.
Why are we doing this?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 17, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Henderson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.